Let me start over.
Sing us a song, piano man. Okay. First of all, we know that that's a Billy Joel song, but that's the only one Jessie can play on the harmonica as of right now.
And can she even play it?
No.
No.
But anyways, if you watched our last episode, you know what time it is. It is time for a complete unknown. Welcome to Cinema Rats.
We're gonna have Jessie just interjecting with the harmonica.
Yeah.
I don't speak, I just...
Harmonica.
I don't think, I just harmonica.
Okay. I'm Allie.
I'm Jessie.
Harmonica. I'm Morgan. You're back for another... What was that face?
I did that.
Oh, another episode of Cinema Rats. Alright. So, when did we see Complete Unknown? What, a couple days ago?
It was the day after Christmas.
It was the day after
Day
Christmas.
after Christmas. So
like a week ago.
yeah, not a couple days ago.
I guess it doesn't... Time is weird this week. You know, the week before Christmas or the week
Especially
between
when-
Christmas and New Year's is like...
Especially when Christmas and New Year's are in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
It's a complete unknown.
It is a complete unknown. How fitting.
Wow.
You better play the harmonica after that. Alright. I guess if you don't know, A Complete Unknown is a biopic about Bob Dylan.
Yeah!
From
From the years of 1961 to 1965.
it covered only 4 years?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, dang. Okay. So, yeah, that's basically what the movie's about.
Mm-hmm.
And Timothée Chalamet is Bob Dylan.
Timothée.
What?
Timothée.
Oh. I was like, what, did I say it wrong? And then Elle Fanning is, what's her name in that?
Sylvie.
Yeah, Sylvie.
Sylvie. But I saw they changed her name.
Yeah,
from who her real name is.
Yeah, the real person is Suze Rotolo, who was Bob Dylan's first girlfriend after he moved to New York. And he asked them to change her name in the script.
I thought I saw something that said that. But she wrote a book.
Yes, she did.
I heard, too.
Free Will in Time.
Oh, wow.
About her time with Bob Dylan.
Understandable. I also didn't realize that... Who is the guy, the other musician guy, who was Edward Norton?
Pete Seeger.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was Edward Norton.
What?
How did you not...
Well, like, I realized it after, and then I was like, oh, that was Edward
Also,
Norton?
Joan Baez was the girl from Top Gun.
Yeah, we
Maverick.
just found this out.
Wait. Oh, the
Yeah.
pilot girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she looked, like, vaguely familiar, but then I was like, does she just look like somebody else? Like, I didn't think she was anybody. Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, and did anybody ever look up if that guy, I can't remember anybody's names. The guy who is, like, dying in the hospital the whole
Woody
movie.
Guthrie?
Yeah, is he the guy from Speak No Evil?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, he's
I
the
looked it
dad.
up, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't realize that.
He's been in so much lately. Oh, and then he's in that new movie with Amy Adams, too.
Oh.
He plays her husband.
And everything.
What a loser husband he probably is.
Yeah, he,
Yeah.
honestly, he probably is, because I
They
think
saw
that
Speak
whole
No Evil.
movie is about, I don't know, her being a mom or whatever.
They saw Speak No Evil. They were like, perfect loser husband.
Yeah.
Cast him right now.
Yeah.
Also, he didn't have to speak in A Complete Unknown either, so he
That's
just lied in a bed.
Hey,
Well, he
what are you
did!
doing?
I'm just saying. He did.
Thanks.
Alright, Allie, you take it away. Get us started. I don't know what we're gonna...
begin? What do you want me to start?
Timothée Chalamet, Bob Dylan.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
We might be here for hours.
Oh, God.
What?
What was the first thing you saw Timothée Chalamet in?
Little Women.
Oh, wow, we're going way back.
We're going way back. In case y'all don't know, I have been a Timothée Chalamet fan for years. It's been years.
It has.
So, yeah. I don't know.
I don't know what to say about it.
And also, Bob Dylan was my top 2 artists on Spotify Wrapped of last year. So,
she was a fan of Bob Dylan
before the
everyone
movie.
else was. And she's not just a fan because of Timothée Chalamet. She can officially say. Wasn't that the reason?
That was not the reason. Oh my gosh.
I'm joking. You like Bob Dylan.
What?
You do like Bob Dylan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just teasing.
Um,
Awkward harmonica.
oh, this is you with the Elvis ornament now. It's your harmonica you're going to carry around.
Yeah, it's in my pocket.
For awkward situations.
Also, if you would like this harmonica, it is the exact make and model is $5 on Amazon.
Or $10 on eBay
Or
for
$10
a
on
used
eBay.
one.
$7 for shipping.
Oh gosh.
Choose your price.
Wow.
It is very brat. It's actually lime green.
No, green apple green. Isn't that what it is?
Oh,
It's green apple
I'm
green. You
just
say
gonna
it
say
twice?
they're gonna come after you.
that is true. So sorry, Charlie XCX.
Oh yeah, because she's
DM me.
Because she's listening. That would be the most random thing ever in the world. Anyway.
Yeah.
We're a little all over the place this morning.
Yeah. So I guess we can pick up with the fact that they've been wanting to make this movie for a few years now, but it just never went into production. And so Timothée Chalamet has been preparing for this role since 2019.
True.
And so he has been, doing his research. He learned to play the harmonica. All of his singing in the movie is the actual recording of when they shot the scene, so it's not
Like
pre-recorded.
alive, yeah.
That's amazing.
And yeah, of course, he doesn't sound exactly like Bob Dylan, but he's not gonna. And if he did, everyone would crap on him and be like, "Oh my gosh, he tried to be exactly like Bob Dylan." Like, no, he did his own interpretation. So I don't want to hear anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would be weird if he sounded exactly like it because.
And I thought he did a fantastic job.
I was gonna say,
Give him the Oscar.
And I not that I've listened to a ton of Bob Dylan, but what I had, I was I wasn't bothered by how he sounded, because I thought, oh, he sounds really good,
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys talked about it, and I've seen other people talking about it too, that after each song, no matter who was singing in the movie, that we all felt like we needed to clap.
Yeah.
Because we felt like we were at a concert. I had to resist the urge to clap every time.
Literally one time I lifted my hands up to go to clap, and I'm like, wait, I'm watching a movie, I'm not at a concert. Because it's there was always an audience that was clapping.
Yeah.
And so it's just the reaction.
Exactly. I
I need to clap.
Yeah, because it really wasn't a time where it was someone was just singing and they were just singing. It always felt like they were on a stage.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or there's probably some moments, but I don't know. I still felt like clapping every time. Just because I was like, oh wait.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen other people saying that too. On TikTok, I saw some videos where people were
It's so funny.
not me clapping in the theater or whatever. Whatever. And also lots of people saying that they were the youngest people in their theater going to see it. Nobody our age is going to see it or something, which I'm surprised because of Timothée Chalamet being in it that people aren't going to see it.
Yeah, I thought this would be the perfect movie that it gets older or just adults who like Bob Dylan, but then it also gets the younger audience who likes Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah. But maybe it's just getting the older audience. I can't remember who was in our theater.
It was all old people.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's just kind of interesting to me. Wonder what they thought about Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah.
They thought he did a good job or not. Right. What else, Allie?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, did it follow, I guess, how much do you know about Bob Dylan starting out, and was it, accurate?
Yeah.
To that, I guess? Or, I mean, I know they followed a book, but...
Yeah, it was accurate, and like they had Bob Dylan read through it, and he made adjustments to the script.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that.
He made a lot of notes to the script and had them change some stuff. And he actually read through the script. Well, he and I forget who else. It might have been the director. I don't remember. They both read through the script, but Bob Dylan was reading the Bob Dylan lines. And so he was like, okay, yeah, I approve of this.
Like, I would have
Like
said that.
through.
I would have done that. Oh, man.
And so Bob Dylan and Timothy Chalamet didn't meet, like,
They
anytime?
still haven't met.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
I thought they had.
I just think that would be so weird as an actor to, like, be studying a person who's alive and then playing them and trying to, like, act out their life and then meeting them. Like, that would be weird. I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be, like, embarrassing, I feel like. You'd be like, oh, God.
Yeah, and then you have Jeremy Allen White doing the Bruce Springsteen biopic. And
They're, like,
Bruce
best
Springsteen
buds.
is literally hanging out on the set every single day. I think that's a little strange.
Well, he wants to be involved. He wants to see what they're doing.
But can you imagine that? They finish filming the scene, whatever scene they're doing, and then Bruce Springsteen literally goes up to Jeremy Allen White
Gives
and
him
notes.
notes.
She's like, I wouldn't have said that. I wouldn't have done that.
Actually,
so
in
awkward.
this exact moment, I said no.
I think it's cool from, like, the set point of view because they're filming in New Jersey, which is where I think Bruce Springsteen grew up. And they're, like, making it look like they're doing a lot of, like, practical sets.
That's good.
And so I think that would be cool to have Bruce there to be like,
Oh, look at this place.
does this look like how you remember it?
Yeah.
Like, maybe it's not accurate, but it's like if he remembered, like, his memory.
Yeah.
Kind of based off of that instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it would be weird to, like, play a person and then cut scene. They're right there.
They're standing there watching you
Yeah.
be them. That would be a little strange.
And then also, like with the Bob Dylan movie, they show some of his, like, not so good moments, or, like, how he kind of was a jerky guy, and everyone was just like, you're a jerk. And he was like, yeah, I'm a jerk. But I think that would be weird to play someone and play, like, their bad qualities, and then have to look at them in the eye, like...
Yeah. That would be... Well, that's... You kind of then go, like... You think about, like, the Elvis movie and then Priscilla.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if, like, Jacob Elordi and Austin Butler had to meet Elvis, especially Jacob Elordi, because he plays the, like, kind of really parts of Elvis. But, like, yeah, that would be, like, was
that accurate?
Did I do that right? It was funny to me when they were showing the moments where he, like, Bob Dylan, like, where he was, like, a jerk. And, like, he just kind of doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like, which, it's almost, I don't know if it's better that he doesn't care, I guess. But, like, I just thought it was, like, he's just like, this is just me. Like, I don't know. And it was like, okay.
Well, what do you want me to do
guess
about
so.
it?
Yeah. Because he even makes the comment about, like, when they were talking about some other artists, and they're like, oh, they're like pivoting to, I don't even remember what genre, but they were going from folk to whatever. And he was like, why does it have to be like a transition? Like, why can't it just be them? Like, this is just what they're doing. This is who they are now. And I thought that was it, because he even then does that, like, because when he, like, is transitioning a little bit away from the traditional folk, like, I feel like he's just like, this isn't a transition, this is just who I am. Like, why is everyone making a big deal about it? Like, and I feel like that's been just how the whole movie, like, that's everything he did. It was just, this is just him. Like,
and that's what I like. I don't know. I left the movie thinking about it, like, from in like an artist way, I guess. Like, that sounds weird. But because I feel like everyone at my school is, like, trying to find their style. Like, they have to find their style, and that's what they're gonna stick with for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
And, like, that terrifies me. I'm like, I'd get so tired of doing the same thing for the rest of my life. And, like, no. And then also, like, my one professor says, like try everything you can, especially right now, and then maybe later in life, like an overall style will appear.
Yeah.
But you're not limiting yourself and backing yourself into a corner. And I feel like that's what Bob Dylan. I feel like that's kind of what the movie was about.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't box me in.
Yeah,
And
why can't I try rock? But also, I did my folk stuff, but I'm kind of tired of that now.
Yeah.
Like, why is that a problem?
Yeah.
Why are you throwing stuff at me on stage?
Yeah.
Because I have a guitar.
These folk fans are out in the crowd having a riot. Like, I thought you guys were supposed to be peaceful and anti whatever this is.
They needed their folk music. They were rabid without it.
But the thing was, they couldn't let him play his 2 songs and then wait till he gets off the stage.
Just politely clap.
Yeah,
let him go.
then let him go.
I know I can't imagine being in a crowd and reacting that way if I was upset by something
But
an artist did.
It's
the
the
mob
mob
crowd.
mentality.
How you would react in a crowd.
The same thing that
That
happened with
terrifies me.
Woodstock 99.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, I guess.
It's just the mob mentality.
Which is so scary.
You never know.
I
how
don't
you're
want to
gonna
be in
act.
a Bob Dylan walk so Limp Bizkit could run.
That's the tag for that.
That's the tag for that episode. Allie has a face of horror.
We have to throw the harmonica away.
We gotta take it away from you.
Nobody can take my harmonica away from me. That was really bad. Okay.
You need the little neck thing that it'll just sit on your
So
neck and you don't have to hold
play
it.
the piano and then
You literally could go play the piano and do it.
don't tempt me.
She was gonna run away and go get the piano.
I should read our Letterboxd.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I did a review for it. I didn't know what to say.
Make a review right now. What's your review right
dare
now?
you.
I mean, I really liked it. I think I gave it 5-star. I gave it 5 stars.
Review. I mean, I really liked it.
I want to listen to how do you say her name? Joan
Baez.
Baez. I want to listen to more of her music because I really liked her songs, and I'd heard some of her songs. I didn't realize they were her, but
I was watching.
I was like, oh,
She was on the Muppet Show.
Oh.
I was watching that the other day. Wait, I love this review on Letterboxd. Didn't understand a word he said, which is how you know it was a good Bob Dylan impression.
oh man. What was yours, Allie?
My review?
Yeah, read it.
I said, if you don't like this movie, you're not I can't speak. You're not groovy, so leave, man.
Wow. Jessie, what was yours?
I said, why did I almost cheer and applaud when I saw the Chelsea Hotel sign? Like it's a guest star on a sitcom. But I need a scene whenever he lives in the Chelsea Hotel and he meets Patti Smith because she writes about that in.
Oh.
Why was Donovan not in it?
They
Donovan
mentioned him.
was mentioned, but he was not in it.
But did he not know him at that time?
No, he did.
Oh. Well, I didn't know.
I don't understand this review. It's so funny to me for some reason.
Oh, what? Well, you have to read it because that's...
So James Mangold is
the director.
Oh yeah, wait. First off, we should talk about him because he directed, Logan and some of the Wolverine movies, and also Girl Interrupted and Ford vs. Ferrari. Ferrari. And the Johnny Cash. And Kate and Leopold. I forgot about that.
This man has range.
He has range.
And
okay.
he did the newest Indiana Jones.
Ew, that we're not gonna talk about that.
Well, we can't because we haven't seen it. So
well, we're just not even gonna talk about it.
Okay, so here's this review that somebody wrote.
Okay.
I don't understand this. Spooning heaps of James Mangold poop down the gullet, but for another chance to enjoy Tim Bob and the songs Big and Loud. You can just choose to watch this movie. You can put it on. It's a movie. Ed Norton, Weema Way, whatever.
What?
Ed Norton, We My Way, Whatever is my favorite.
Wait, did he actually sing that song? The Lion Sleeps Tonight?
I didn't know that.
Pete Seeger?
A wee mo what? A wee mo what?
I want to see the Johnny Cash one.
Yeah, we should watch that.
Because I don't feel like... I don't know if I told you guys this or if I just told Mom this. I did not care for the guy who played Johnny Cash in A Complete Unknown. I didn't feel like he was a good, like, Johnny Cash.
I don't know.
Like, maybe singing-wise he was fine, but, like, just, like, him there, I was like, if you would have made me go, like, who's that? I would not have said Johnny Cash.
Oh.
Like,
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
He just did not look like Johnny Cash to me.
Well, you can't really.
Well, no, but, like, I
Find
felt
a
like they
Johnny
could have
Cash.
found somebody
Joaquin
who's
Phoenix.
a little more, which I would not have
Joaquin
guessed
Phoenix
that
reprises his role as Johnny Cash.
as a younger Johnny Cash face.
What do you mean as a younger Johnny Cash?
Well, I'm just saying because
No.
it'd be funny because he's older now and he's
Yeah.
probably playing a young, like, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying words.
Okay. What about the movie do we want to talk about? I guess we have been. This is random, but can I skip to the end of the movie and talk about that?
Yeah.
So whenever he's talking to Woody Guthrie for the last time, and he's playing Woody Guthrie's song to him, and
Yeah.
it was like Woody Guthrie was finally getting to speak to him. It felt like that was his voice, and then like Bob Dylan didn't say any. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't think he
just
said
walked
anything.
out.
He was just
Yeah.
like, "Okay, goodbye," and then just left.
Yeah.
Like, you said what you needed to say to me. It was so good, like the way they did that.
Yeah.
You know?
That's good.
Like they were speaking, but they didn't have to talk.
Yeah. I liked all that stuff with him going. Like, I liked how it was like he had to go find him in the hospital
Yeah.
and then was just like, I just wanted to play this song I wrote for you. And then, like, that's what started his whole career, basically.
Yeah.
And then that he kept going and visiting him.
Yeah.
Because, like, he wouldn't have had to do that if he didn't, want to. But, like, he did.
Bob Dylan, nice guy.
Overall, he's a nice guy.
We weren't
Everyone
saying-
makes mistakes.
Well, yeah, we weren't saying. We were just... And it's not like they'd paint him to be a horrible person in the
No.
movie. There are just moments where you're like, ooh, that was a bad choice.
But
like,
also, he's a person. Like, because I feel like some biopics, which I mean, we've only seen a couple. Like, I haven't seen.
I'm
a
trying to
bunch.
think of all
But
the
I
ones we've
think
seen.
some of them are more of like painting this person as like a really nice person,
Yeah.
and they didn't really do anything bad, and they like keep out all of like
The
kind of
bad.
but just normal, just they're human beings.
Yeah.
And so I like that this was like this
Well,
is
yeah.
Bob Dylan.
Because I feel like
This is
pretty
what
much.
he's like.
Yeah.
That's how it felt. Yeah, because
Mhm.
and that's literally how he acted about things was, this is just me. Why are you guys saying anything? Like, this is just how I am.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm even thinking of Bohemian Rhapsody
Mm-hmm.
because they showed the darker sides of his life,
Yeah.
of Freddie Mercury's life, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
I feel like it was more what people did to him
yeah,
than
I'd
what
say it was,
he did.
yeah, I'd say it was more like how rough he had it
Yeah,
in a way, or like
Which
how
is
depressed. Yeah, or like how depressed
Yeah.
he would get sometimes. Like,
yeah,
That's true. Like they focused on one aspect of him because it's hard to capture a whole person's life.
Yeah.
well,
One like with Elvis,
yeah. So
the
you
one with
think,
Austin Butler, it's basically just focused on the relationship of him and what's
His
the
manager?
manager's name? I can't. Oh,
what is his name?
can't-
Tom Hanks.
I don't know why.
The
it's-
snowman. I don't. What is his name?
That's gonna drive me crazy.
Colonel.
Oh, Colonel. The Colonel.
The Colonel?
Yeah, the Colonel.
I don't remember what his actual name is.
I'm looking it up because
'Cause
that's gonna bother me.
His name is different. Didn't he change his
Colonel
name?
Tom Parker.
Yeah,
Ah.
Tom Parker. But it's more focused on that than trying to describe Elvis as a person.
Oh yeah.
And it's more about Elvis's fame and fans, but then like the Priscilla movie.
Oh yeah. Won't even how the fame and stuff affected him and Elvis.
Yeah.
Because basically, I still remember. I wish I could see that for the first time again in the movie theater. Because I remember walking out of that movie going, "We killed Elvis." Like, even though I wasn't around. Like,
Remember Jessie was sobbing.
yeah.
No,
I
we
was
were standing in
the
the lobby of the movie theater, and you and Mom were in the bathroom before we left, and I'm literally standing there. Allie's trying to talk to me, and I started crying again.
We were trying to get a refill of our popcorn.
Yeah.
The poor lady behind the counter looks at me like I was so strange. But, I mean, they probably see people walking out crying all the time.
I'm sure.
I'm like, oh, can we get a refill?
I killed Elvis. No.
I'm so guilty.
But then, really?
I mean, I felt a little bit, but I felt removed from it.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think I was just like, I knew, like, obviously that was irrational, but like, it was just like, that was how I felt. But yeah, like them with Priscilla.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's more focused on Priscilla.
Yes.
And like her relationship with Elvis, or like the idea of Elvis, because honestly, I cannot speak. She like didn't see him that much eventually, like later in his life.
Yeah. What is my favorite quote from that movie? It's
From
where
Priscilla?
Yeah, it's where he's like talking about something with Jesus. He's like doing that weird little Bible study with those girls, and he's like, Jesus, what did? I'll have to think about it. I just was like cracking up. Those so I've seen those biopics. What's the other ones we've watched?
Allie and I just watched
Love and Mercy,
which I want to see that one.
So good.
A Brian Wilson, who he was one of the brothers in the Beach Boys. He basically wrote all their music,
and especially like Pet Sounds.
Yeah, which is arguably, I think everyone says that that's their greatest album.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is true, but the movie painted it like he was the one experimenting a lot with music, because like they were being influenced by the Beatles, and like the Beatles were experimenting.
But then
with
there was also
sounds.
They were also having to deal with like competition of the Beatles.
Yeah,
because Beatles, they were coming to America,
and they were seen as the American Beatles, like beach Beatles kind of.
Yeah, and so everybody was telling them they had to like stay with their beach theme, surfer bros, but Brian Wilson was like, "We've never been surfing in our lives.
I've never surfed, guys."
Yeah, so
like,
he's like,
"We're not surfers."
That's hilarious. So it's kind of like it jumps time from him in the 80s to him in the 60s writing Pet Sounds, but it's interesting because his I don't know. Well, it was started when he started having trouble with drugs, and so then the court said he had to have like a legal guardian.
Well, and he was like very like depressed and mentally not well, and so they literally deemed him like mentally
unstable. I don't even know.
And he had a legal guardian as a 40-year-old.
And this dude literally almost killed him. Because he treated him so badly.
Giamatti.
Yeah.
I love you.
Freaking Paul Giamatti!
He's my birthday, buddy. But yeah.
That's crazy, though. That
was
movie.
Like, very good movie.
And I've never heard anybody talk about that movie.
No! Why does no one talk about the Beach Boys?
So wait, Jessie, he's not the one that was like Charles Manson, like, took over his house.
No.
Okay.
Charles Manson was in it.
Was he?
They were having like a dinner.
Because that is wild to me too. That like basically the Manson family, like I don't remember which Beach Boy it was.
It was
like,
it was the I'm pretty sure there's 3 brothers, and it's the brother that died, that like drowned.
Oh, interesting.
In the 70s or 80s, I think.
The 80s, because that's also was kind of Brian Wilson's downhill.
Oh, okay. Yes. But like, it's what they like literally just like show up
They
one
just
day.
moved
They
into
somehow
his
meet
house.
him and they're like, oh, can we like stay for a weekend? And he's like, sure.
Because
They're playing
that's-
music, they're having
yeah.
fun, and then it's like they're there forever.
And then it was like the Beach Boys were playing or they were on tour or something. So he was like, yeah, just stay in my house. Like, I'm not going to be there. And he got back and they were like, moved.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh.
Yeah, it's like wild. So it's also weird to think that all of that was all happening at the same time. Well, even you could say with Bob Dylan, like he's over there in New York then at the same time. And also back to the movie. Another thing is like, and Mom kind of talked about this too. We talked about it a little bit, but like how there was so much like experimenting with music going on, like because it was like, oh, let's combine this instrument with that or this sound with that sound, and it was like, do we have that anymore?
Paul McCartney, let's bring in the whole orchestra.
Well, yeah, everything sounds exactly the same now because no one writes their own music. I've said this before, I'll say it 1,000 times. Why does no one write their own music anymore? It's ridiculous. Everything sounds exactly the same. They have someone else write it for them. And
why is everything a subgenre of pop now?
Yeah.
Pop
Exactly,
rock,
yeah.
Pop country.
Yeah, country doesn't exist anymore. Rock hardly exists anymore. That's it. It's just pop.
Yeah.
Folk is dead. I mean... Morgan has something else to say about that.
No, I know, because honestly, there's probably a couple out there who are, that I've listened to that are like, I would say folk.
People
but, like,
now are like, Noah Khan is folk.
and
No, he's pop with a little bit of folk inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like,
I love Noah Khan.
if you talk about like, yeah, there's nobody that sounds like Bob Dylan or like Simon and Garfunkel or like other like classic, I would say, like folk artists.
Or if there is people like that, they're not known.
I would say you don't hear about
them. You have
them.
to find them
Yeah.
somehow.
And that's, I'd say there are a few. But also then you probably then get thrown into like indie.
Yeah.
And then there's some people who I would say are like a folk indie and I really like them. But then you also have the indie pop, because I said, there's subgenre. And it's like, can we just have like something different? Like I don't even know who you would say. Like I can't even think of all the artists that I listen to have gone out of my head. I can't even think of names to say any that I would feel like are, but
So you're the one that actually listens to folk. And if I listen to like a couple songs here and there.
Yeah, and if anything, I feel like I probably more am the like indie folk mix of I don't even know what indie is. I guess, but I guess it's just independent.
Indie is
but
anything you want it to be.
I guess so, but to me, indie is more of a folk sound, and maybe that's just because that's what I'm listening to.
So would you say Joe, the band?
He's not. No.
Okay, but
I would say he's
calls
like
him
indie. But maybe he's like indie pop,
more indie pop, indie rock. Then there's like the indie folk.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying. I was just
folk.
confused because I was what you had just said. I was like, well,
no, yeah, he's definitely more towards the pop rock side of.
And I feel like,
and I don't even feel like I'd say he's pop or rock.
Yeah,
he's his own thing. He's just Joe.
And that's kind of what Bob Dylan wanted. He didn't want to be stuck in one thing. He just wanted to have this is my sound.
True.
Joe Keery, Bob Dylan connection.
No.
Wait, he's gonna be in that movie about Pavements. Joe Keery.
What?
He's gonna be the main guy of Pavements.
I forgot.
But this movie's gonna be Pavement. Okay, I thought it was Pavements.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
But he's gonna be, I think, the main guy, and then this movie though is gonna be a weird mockumentary type thing. It's gonna be part documentary, part live footage, I think, of them playing, but then cut to scenes of Joe Keery and other people acting out stuff. I have no idea.
Okay,
but it sounded interesting, And I saw a clip of it and just...
But this will be interesting, because I feel like they were like, okay, we want to do a biopic kind movie, but make it different.
Yes.
Instead of making the main actor a CGI monkey to make it different.
Which, that man is a real man. I thought that movie was just like, hey, we're going to be weird and make a fake biopic type movie. But, like, that man is a real man.
Yeah, I don't know anything
and he
about
decided he wanted his biopic for him to be a monkey in it. But then everyone's like praising it because they're like, because they made the main guy a monkey, now no one will be comparing like performances to be like, oh, he didn't do that right, like that, his movement or his song or whatever. So everyone's like, so then you can focus on the message of the movie because the main guy's a monkey.
You can focus on the CGI animation.
I don't understand how that makes any sense, but okay.
Wow.
Do you guys have a favorite Bob Dylan song?
I don't know if I know enough of his songs to know.
The Baby Blue song, I think is my...
It's all over now, Baby Blue.
I love that, but I also love like a Rolling Stone. That's so basic, but that song's so good.
Basic. So good. Oh, here, I opened up my Spotify to see that's what I was doing before. I was, okay, like Peach Pit, I would say they're like indie.
Yeah.
Phoebe Bridgers.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't...
Wait, what's your favorite Bob Dylan song now?
Buckets
of Rain.
I was gonna say, Buckets of Rain never gets old. I would have to say Buckets of Rain. That whole album is so good.
I'm looking at Bob Dylan because I don't know any of... they want me to buy Iron and Wine tickets so bad.
I just want to go and hear the Twilight song, but I don't know if they'd play that.
That's probably their most popular song, so I'm sure.
I'd be standing
Flightless
there the whole
Bird,
concert,
American
like,
Mouth. Yeah.
Not knowing what to do.
What?
Have you not seen that trend? Okay, whatever.
Play Free Bird.
Yeah.
It's like that, the new Play Free Bird meme.
Oh, okay. I don't know any of the names of his songs, but...
Like a Woman is so good.
Okay. Jeff Buckley's cover of Like a Woman is like the best thing I've ever heard.
I like Jeff Buckley.
Yeah.
Oh, his Lilac Wine. Kill me. That song makes me want to cry. Because I have cried to that song in one day.
Oh my gosh. Don't talk about one day to me. That's true. We need to make Allie watch that just so she can suffer with us.
Yeah, she needs to. Then we need to find the movie with Anne Hathaway.
Oh yeah.
Why?
I liked that Tangled Up in Blue song.
Ooh, that's a good one. Lay Lady Lay.
Jen Stevens, I probably said his name wrong.
I don't know how to say that man's name. I avoid it at all costs.
I just went for it.
I love that guy.
He's so good. I didn't know you liked him.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
His music makes me want to sob.
Yeah.
Even whenever it's not a sad song, he sounds so sad.
Yes. And I think that's just his... Honestly though, he's a very sad man.
Oh, I don't know anything about him.
Do I want to know?
You probably don't want to know. I can tell you later. It's just like, oh, so sad. Carrie and Lowell, that's my favorite album.
So we're kind of like...
We're all over the place.
Yeah.
So, Bob Dylan.
Timothée Chalamet.
Oh, let's talk about the kind of press tour.
Oh! It's amazing.
They released Timothée Chalamet into North America and said, do whatever the heck you want.
See, but the thing is, he's been cooped up, working all year, and they only let him out in the winter. So...
Around Christmas.
Yes.
Literally the past however many years, he's had a movie come out on Christmas
Yeah, that's
Day.
what I'm
It's
saying.
so
He
funny.
works in the summer.
What came out last year?
And then...
Wonka.
Oh, that came out on Christmas?
Not on Christmas, but it was like a week or two before Christmas. But, yeah, this is literally... This happens every year. he'll go into hiding in the summer because he's working on everything. And then in the winter, all of the stuff gets released. And so then he's doing all these interviews in this press tour. And it's like so much interviews and stuff like that. So this Bob Dylan one, though, has been one of the best ones.
It's so
because
funny.
they have him doing the weirdest things. And he's just doing whatever the heck he
I was
wants.
saying, the thing is, I feel like they're technically, like, normal things.
Mhm.
He's just, like, like, I don't care.
Let
Like,
me show up
do
at my
whatever I
lookalike
want.
contest.
Yeah.
That's so
The guy who won the lookalike contest, I just saw a video with him, and they sent him a box of Complete Unknown merch.
That's
It's like,
funny.
"What?" And he got to meet Timothy Chalamet.
I saw him meet him at, like, a
At one
movie
of the
theater or
screenings,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was so
And he was like, oh, which place did you come in? He's like, I won. He was like, oh! Yeah. It's funny. Yeah.
And
Sorry, go ahead.
well, and Timothy Chalamet visited
Oh,
what
that
was
high
the
school?
college?
I don't remember.
It's wherever Bob Dylan's from. It's like Minneapolis,
Oh.
Minnesota, something with an M. I'm not good with
Geography.
places. But so he went there, which is so funny to me because, like, Bob Dylan literally he only went to college for 1 year, and then moved to New York. So,
But you know that college is like, this is our claim to
Yeah,
fame.
Bob Dylan
Bob
went
Dylan was
here.
here.
literally, even though all of his teachers told him, nah, you can't be doing this.
Well, I mean, he didn't need to.
Nope.
That is funny, though. I thought he went... Did he go to a high school, too? Timothy Chalamet? I thought I saw... Maybe that's what I saw, and I thought it was a high school, not a college that he was at. Because he was, like, with their marching band and
Yeah,
stuff.
and
he
they
was
were
like,
playing.
play Dune!
Oh, yeah.
And they played, like... Well, I'm trying to think of any other thoughts I had. Like, because the movie, there wasn't anything, like... And you're gonna yell at me when I say this, but I don't mean it the way I'm gonna say it. Like, there wasn't anything, like, super, like, spectacular about the movie. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it was just, like, this is his story. This is his life. It wasn't anything,
Yeah.
like, earth-shattering or, like,
Yeah.
whatever. So that's why I'm like, I don't feel like I had a lot to say about it just because I was like, this was good. And it
Mhm.
showed how he was trying to change music and, or let me be, do what I want, you know?
Yeah, basically.
Because everyone had this image of Bob Dylan that they wanted him to be,
Mm-hmm.
which you could say for other artists too. Like, even now, it's like, no, they just want to do their own thing. Like, let them be.
Mm-hmm.
Can't they just make music? And if you don't like it,
Or have someone else make music for them.
well,
Yeah. Yeah, I want, like, a documentary or some show talking about fans and
Oh, and how they ruin
terrifying
things.
fans are. And, like, starting, I feel like it should start with, first off, the Beatles, like, in the 60s, like, is where it should start. And then, like, really talk about 1980 when John Lennon was shot. And, like, by someone who says he was a fan.
yeah,
But he was, like, so psychotically a fan.
yeah.
And, I don't know.
Well, honestly, it should start with the Beatles because I feel like that's kind of where the crazy fan stuff started with, like, Beatlemania.
They literally couldn't go on tours
Yeah.
anymore.
That's what I was gonna say. It got so bad they had to not
It's
see in person.
You literally, these people love something so much that they ruined it. They ended it, actually. Like,
Well, because, like, you think then about the documentary, the Get Back documentary,
Mhm.
and when they're talking about performing live again, and they're basically like, we can't have a repeat of this, like, the Hey Jude video. We can't have
we
a
have to
repeat
be
of that.
on a roof, out of reach.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
I'm surprised some of those people weren't. Well, and also because it was so spontaneous. Like,
Yes.
some of the crazy fans weren't there. Because if they were, they'd probably be climbing the building.
roof, yeah.
Like, and then also Elvis, like,
Yeah.
they were so confused why these teenage girls were screaming at a concert. They were like, why are they screaming? That's so weird. And, like,
Yeah.
what happened in the 50s and 60s where it, like, switched?
I
Probably
think, like, stuff like that.
rock was
Yeah.
becoming more.
So they didn't have anything
Of a
like that
thing.
before,
Yeah.
I guess. And well, they even show that a little bit in the Bob Dylan movie because like he's literally walking down the street one day and some girl sees him out the window and she's like loses her mind, and you're like,
that reminded me. I love the part in A Complete Unknown when he was at some like party, with his new girlfriend, with some random girl, and they leave, and she was mad at him, and she's like, "I love you. Does that scare you?" And he goes, "Yeah, because we just met," and something like that. He's like, "I don't know you," and then he just walks away.
He's like, "Actually, yeah, that's crazy."
Yeah, because he's like, "We've known each other for a day or something." Like, yeah, okay, yeah, that is valid. That would scare me. But yeah, there should be a documentary about that, about fans and
yeah, and also like, I don't know, there probably is some documentary about this and like John Lennon, but like after he died, like that would be terrifying to be a singer or like a musician.
Yeah,
it's like, what the heck?
Yeah,
I don't know. That was a random tangent, but
no, but yeah. Well, and then like thinking about it, honestly, they touch on that in the Elvis movie because he was so paranoid about like because you hear about all these other people being shot in the movie, and then he progressively gets more and more paranoid. Also, because the people getting shot are then like people who are like famous in the same way he's famous, like musicians and like stuff like that, and he's like it could be me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's just, why? I hope we're never like that. In person, anywhere. I don't think we would be.
Like what?
No, I'm just saying, like...
Yeah.
Like, one of those people who go, like, feral when they see... Like, I can't even imagine feeling that way about somebody. Like, I know we get crazy sometimes and we, like, rant about stuff, but, like, I can't imagine being to the point where I'm just, like, an insane person because I saw this famous person or something.
That's why I have, like, a fear of meeting somebody, like, a famous person or somebody that I admire, because it's, like, I see how other people act and, like, other fans, and it's so, like, secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah.
And I feel so bad for the celebrity, because it's, like, they're a person. They're walking on the street because they want to go to a cafe with their mom. Like,
leave them alone.
Like, I would not go up to them.
No.
Like, at all. And I would not regret that, because people are like, I knew if I didn't go up and say something, like, I was going to think about it for the rest of my life and regret it. No. Yeah. Now, I would be thinking about how I stopped that person in the middle of the day and asked to take a picture with them. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
If anything, I could see just going up, depending on, like, the situation, obviously. Yeah. And just being like, hey, I love your movies or whatever, or music or whatever. Yeah. And then being like, I don't away. Like, proof. Like, I will know that I just said hello to this person.
That's true. I'd rather have, like, a short conversation with them than just run up to them and be like, I don't know.
Because then you run away and you haven't talked to them. Like, I'd rather, if you're gonna get the chance to meet somebody that you really, like, admire or like their work or whatever, take the moment to be like, like, you're so good. Like, thank you. Yeah. I don't know.
Some people just drive me crazy.
Anyway, any other thoughts about A Complete Unknown? Is it going to be nominated for anything, or we don't know yet? Oh, Allie's shaking her head yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. He's going to get his first Oscar win. He will not get snubbed again.
Oh, okay. You said that
what
so,
has he been
like...
nominated for in the past? Like, everything?
Allie's going to fight you.
For Call Me By Your Name, I'm pretty sure he was nominated. I know he's been nominated before, but he got snubbed. And he's like the youngest person to have been nominated for Best Actor, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
What is he up for the Golden Globes? They're on tomorrow.
I don't remember.
Is it Dune?
Oh yeah, he was nominated for Call Me by Your Name. That's the only Oscar he's been nominated for.
It's a good movie.
But he's been nominated for like tons of other things in other movies. Alrighty. Well, I don't know if anybody has anything else to say. I feel like we should wrap it up because we're just going off on tangents.
Just rambling, man.
Oh, a little tambourine man.
A little tambourine man.
A little tambourine.
Now she's gonna get a tambourine to add to it to be a one triangle. Man. You'll be a one man. Like you have all the instruments hanging off of you.
Okay, for my birthday, me and Paul Giamatti's birthday, I want one of the harmonica holders, the necklaces.
The necklaces? What is that even called?
I don't know.
Oh, man. Alright, well, I don't know that we know what our next movie's gonna be either. We haven't really talked about it, and we haven't seen anything else in the theaters since we saw Complete Unknown.
Is there anything in those theaters?
Nosferatu.
I keep seeing something about it, and I'm like,
I want to see it so bad.
I want to see it, but I'm scared.
Yeah. Well, maybe that if we see it, or another time when we see it. So, alright, well, until next time, the next movie will be a surprise.
Yep.
Even to us. We don't know. Alright, any final words? Are you gonna harmonica us out? Alright, goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Bye.